What the fuck is sleep? I don't even know what that is. Just pull me a forward that tree. Hold up and watch that bitch.
I hear this a lot, and I kind of get it, but at the same time I don't. I want to ask. I honestly don't consider you under this like category. But what is conscious rap to you? Like, you know, people say that a lot.
Yeah.
Conscious rap. What is that to you?
To me, it's a lot of different things because if we want to be like super technical, being like tapped in with your own consciousness, you are aware of like who you are as a person, and when you take that musically, a trap rapper can be a conscious rapper, so to speak.
Yeah,
A funny example, and definitely Free Thug, Free Gunna, man, like that's a whole different conversation. But at first, I didn't really rock with Young Thug a lot because I wasn't hearing him. You know, I wasn't like listening that hard. And once it was like, I can't remember the specific song, but I really just tuned in and just tried to understand his cadence and like make connections with what he was saying. You feel me? Like Rap Genius is real cool. Like even a super conscious rapper like Kendrick Lamar, on a couple of his early projects, I'd have to go to Rap Genius because he said something super fast. Maybe I missed a line. And then they give you the opportunity to put anecdotes, which if it's not from the rapper, I'll take with a grain of salt. You feel me? I love when people can make connections to something. But things like that help. But with Thug, like once I started listening to what he was saying, you feel me, and being able to catch on and became a fan of him ever since that moment, it opened kind of like my eyes to a lot of the misconceptions about mumble rap or just what they define as drill or trap. A lot of those artists are being conscious rappers. Like it may not be a boom bap beat or like a lot of the beats you're gonna hear on my project where it's like just the old school samples, a lot of like reverb and old school drops, but not a lot of actual 808s and like boom and you know, something that's gonna make your car rattle just off the music alone. You know what I mean? It's nothing really added to it that's gonna give you that shake. But even an artist that raps strictly on beats like that, if you can tap in and listen to what they're saying, if they're speaking authentically from themselves and you know it's real life, you know what they've been through, you know their struggles, their successes, that in itself is also conscious rap to me. You know, everybody might have a different opinion, but as I've kind of been shedding my ego, not even necessarily just my ego, but so much of the doubt, a lot of it comes from doubt, because at my core I'm a very humble person. I'm a very considerate, empathetic person, but when doubt set in, you know, you'll look at somebody who maybe 2-3 of your homeboys, you'll shoot you feel me, a post and be like, man, that's crazy, like you could have definitely done this or you could have done this better. Like the XXL cover is like always one, you know, more times than none it's people not necessarily hating but just being like, hey man, keep working, one day I know you're gonna be on this motherfucker. Or but I have gotten a couple that's like, man, like you really better than every rapper on here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to say that's true or not. You know, I do believe in myself and my abilities, but when you look at it like that, and then every now and then you might hear a verse that you're just like, yeah, like this really isn't the best. You know what I mean? You'll definitely have those feelings of, dang, well, when's my time coming, or this, that, and the other. But after really just letting that go and just focusing on music, I'm a fan of music, so if I can catch on with the beat, you feel me, if the lyrics don't grab me immediately, then I'll try and catch on to the lyrics and try and rock with the lyrics. Or if the lyrics grab me immediately but I don't necessarily rock with the beat, I'll try and give the beat a chance more often than none, now times a days. And that's really allowed me to hear a lot of different artists more clearly. So I really think that at the end of the day, conscious rap can be whatever you define it, but it starts with the artists themselves being just self-aware and being completely willing to just be as authentic as they want to be on a record, no matter if it's a trap beat, a pop beat, a genuine rap beat, an old school rap beat. We see it more times than none with people rapping on just old school hip hop beats where it's just a good 808, a nice little background beat, nothing too fancy, and it's just a dude rapping his ass off. But that's really not all conscious rap is, because I'm really always gonna be a conscious rapper, even when I hop on a trap beat. You know, I got a couple in the vault right now because it's fun. Like, I love making that type of music. It's a lot of fun because the beat itself is so energetic. It starts with that artist just being authentic and genuine to themselves.
Right.
So yeah, but I think every elite rapper is a conscious rapper. One that's not gimmicky or doing this shit just to, you feel me, have ulterior motives. Like, you know, like it's funny because I was listening to Yeet the other day because he got that Minion collab, and I like went and listened to it because I used to work with kids and stuff like that. So I had a couple like kids music playlists on my phone and shit, and so it popped up. And it's like, it is super distorted, and he got his own little lane he's, you know, going on with right now, and it's very popular with a lot of people. But even that song specifically, I could understand the words he was saying, you feel me, and I was fucking with the beat. So I'm like, this is like, and it was a clean song because it's got to be a kid song, you feel me. You get a bag like that, like, you don't want to mess it up slipping 1 or 2 cuss words in there. And you feel me, I saw a lot of comments about that positively for him on Twitter, because, you know, a lot of people were so impressed that, like, you could just make a clean song. And I don't think that's not as hard as a lot of folks try to make it realize, not to take any credit away from him. But I just don't want anybody to I wouldn't want anybody to put me in that box. So I definitely don't want people to try and put him in that box too, also, just off my words. I think it takes a lot of skill to do that. But a lot of rappers will probably have more success doing that. It's a shame because I feel like, you know, cuss words are cathartic. You know, sometimes a cuss word can get your point across better than just a different synonym. But, you know, when you get things like that to make it clean, you feel me, and clean cut so that kids can play it all the time. And now, you feel me, you got somebody who really don't listen to rap, or at least that type of rap music, you feel me, at least dipping into other avenues of rap maybe. So, you know, I'm all for things like that. But even if you listen to what he's saying, you can pick out a lot of the lyrics and be like, oh, okay, like, and as a kid gonna mess around and love that, because, oh my god, he rapping about a minion, you feel me, and like, they got minions all in the music video. So it's like, then that's just a small example of kind of ways that a rapper who's not just rapping on a straight 808 beat can be conscious of what they're doing, and that's conscious rap.
Sure. I think that's a really good definition of that.
Mm-hmm.
I know what conscious rap is. I just want to get your answer.